Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Rozecca Simelane. If you are new to my channel, if it is your first time clicking on a Rozecca Simelane video, please stay and subscribe. Please subscribe. We are aiming for 500 subscribers by the end of this month, so please kindly subscribe. I'll also do my part. I'll also be posting the videos while you guys subscribe and watch. And if you are a regular welcome back and thank you for stopping by again.
Do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Do your thing, keep on, Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. It's from Rozecca Simelane, it's from Rozecca Simelane. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. It's from Rozecca Simelane, it's from Rozecca Simelane, yeah. Now keep on hustling, hustling. Gotta put the work, gotta grind, yeah. It's Rozecca Simelane, yeah. Follow and subscribe if you wanna. Do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. Now do your thing, keep on hustling, keep on hustling, keep on hustling. It's Rozecca Simelane, it's Rozecca Simelane, yeah.
So in today's video, we are talking about why you should plan your year or your life ahead. And this could apply to why you should also plan your month, your week, and your day ahead. Okay, so without further wasting your time, I'm gonna go to the first point. Number one, I'm gonna start with reviewing your past year, reviewing your previous year. It is so important for you to sit down and look at last year. It doesn't matter if you had no plans last year or you were not doing this whole planning your year last year or whatever, but you need to sit down and look at how the past year was. You need to compare what your wins were, what your losses were, what you achieved, what you planned for, and you know what you didn't plan for but still happened. You need to look at all of that when you come back to your year, because you know last time on my previous video, not the previous but the previous one, I spoke about we spoke about lessons from 2021 and taking them through to 2022. So that is why it's important for you to review your year. You need to know which lessons you learned and you need to apply them this year. It doesn't go so last year I learned 1 2 3 and then it ends there. You need to apply so that you don't make the same mistakes as you did last year. So number one, review your past year and see what you can carry through and what you need to forget about, you know. So review your past year and then apply every lesson that you learned from last year this year. Check out your wins, how you won and where you lost. Check out how you lost and whatever. You get what I'm saying? You get it? Okay, don't forget about it. Number two, plan your professional year and your personal year separately. This is very important. You know how they always tell you put your personal money and your business money separately? This is the same thing. You need to plan your professional year and your personal year separately. Professional year, we're talking about your school year, you know, your business, your job or whatever, anything that you're doing professionally. And then your personal year would be, you know, vacations, personal goals and whatever it is that you want to achieve. It could be a tattoo, you know. So plan those things separately. Don't put them together. You must know what you want to achieve personally and you must also know what you need to achieve, you know, on your professional life. Don't put that together. I want to get in depth, but let's see after all the points if I can, like, you know, get deeper when it comes to planning your year. So number three, so this is also a very important part of planning your year. You need to look at where you want to be on the 31st of December 2022. Sit down and be like, you know what, by the 31st of December 2022, this is 1 2 3 4 5 that I want to achieve this year. And now sit down and think, okay, how am I going to get there? You know, how am I going to achieve everything that I'm saying I want to achieve? And then start doing those things, guys. It is so important that after identifying, you practice. It is so important that after sitting down and identifying what you want to achieve, what you want to do, you actually sit down and find ways on how you can get there and do those things. Don't sit down and be like, okay, if I can do 1 2 3, I might get there, and then don't do 1 2 3. You get what I'm saying? So after identifying what you want to have achieved by the 31st of December 2022, sit down and see, okay, so what do I need to achieve those things? Okay, I need 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna start doing 1, 2, 3. Don't do one without the other. Don't do one without the other. So number 4, have a not to do list. This is very important. Not a to-do list, not to-do list. As guys, there's some things that we did last year and we realized they were not worth it. We were not supposed to do that. Please have a not to-do list so that you can always remember, no matter what, no matter where life takes me, I am not supposed to do this. No matter where life says, Rozecca, go, I am not supposed to do this. Have a not to do list. It is very important for you to remind yourself, I'm not supposed to do this. If you told yourself, you know what, this year I'm not supposed to spend money on alcohol, then don't do it. Don't do it. Every time that thing is like, hey, don't ignore it. Ignore the devil in your ear trying to whisper, trying to make you do wrong things. If you told yourself, you know what, last year I made 1, 2, 3 mistakes and I'm not doing them this year, then don't do them. So have that list so that you can always remember. It will keep you remembering, okay, I'm not supposed to do this. And your motivation should be, I want growth, I want to achieve, I want to be there, I want to get there, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I cannot do this. My timeline or my whatever doesn't allow me to do this. Okay, you get it. I hope you get it. Number 5, establish a routine. Guys, it is so important ukuthi ungavuki and do whatever, and then tomorrow you wake up and do whatever that is different, and tomorrow you wake up at 2 p.m. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Have a routine, especially if you are on a gap year or you're doing something different. Please have a routine. A routine. It is so important. Don't just wake up and go to tomorrow you wake up at 9 and you still do nothing. Tell yourself, okay, fine, I'm not at school, maybe I'm also not employed, I'm not doing anything, I'm at home. I must have a routine. I must wake up. Maybe you tell yourself, okay, at least wake up at 8, guys. Okay, 7, I know 7 is a bit steep, but at least wake up at 8 every day. Tell yourself, okay, I wake up at 8, first thing I bath, I clean, I do 1, 2, 3, and then by 10 I'm done doing everything. Then now I start doing something productive, even if it's just for 2 hours, and then you take a break, or these days people are so lazy, and if I don't say take a break, people will end up being like, no, I'm not doing it, and start procrastinating or whatever. So do whatever, have a routine. Tell yourself, this is how my during the week will go, and then maybe weekend you can do whatever. It is so important for you to have a routine, because then now that guides you, your routine guides you, and it shapes you, towards living a meaningful life. Planning your year ahead or your life ahead helps you to live a meaningful life. You don't just live, you having a meaningful life. You are living for a purpose, you are living for something. So have a routine, give your life a meaning. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter that you're not doing anything. Give your life a meaning. And if also you are running your own business and staying at home, don't be like, hey, I'm running my own business now, I work at home so I can just do whatever. That's a lie, honey. You don't work like that. We don't work like that. You must have a routine. You are a businesswoman. You're a CEO. You're a businessman. You're a CEO. You don't just do whatever, Nje. You must have a routine. You must know, okay, at this time I wake up. You must be a, what do they call this? You must be a, guys, give me this word, man. A disciplined boss. Yes, even if you're just working for yourself, you must be so disciplined. You must discipline yourself, because one day it's gonna get out of hand, honey, or you're gonna lose whatever business that you say you're doing because you are not disciplined. If you don't have a routine, that means you are not disciplined. Simple as that. Why pay Pamper transparent? There is no other mixing ayo. Have a routine, be disciplined. Don't be like me. No, I'm not like that actually. this time I'm not like that. I actually do have a routine. So 2022 is a great year for some of us because we have routines. I just wake up and breathe. I wake up and do something. Number 6, set a timeline for yourself. Do I need to tell you why that is important? Do I need to tell you why that is important? Okay, I'm joking. So guys, setting a timeline for yourself is very important, because now let's take, you have 5 goals that you want to achieve by the end of the year, right? You cannot just breathe and live and do other things, and then when it's only 2 months left of the year, you want to squeeze everything together. You need to see your goals, and then you need to see which ones you can complete sooner and which ones need more time. Then set a timeline for yourself. By this time, at least, let's take day 6, in 4 months time, at least give achieve 3, you know, and then maybe 2 months, then 1, then 2 months, then 1, you know, things like that. So set up a timeline for yourself. It's very important. So that's how you're going to see if you are doing well and if you are actually reaching the goals that you're supposed to be reaching, if you're actually reaching that point that you're supposed to be reaching for this year. So it is very important that you set a timeline for yourself. Please be reasonable. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to the point at the end you end up getting nothing done. And don't try to do your things like this, you know. Don't try to do your things all at the same time. Give it time, which is why it's important for you to sit down and actually set up a timeline for it, because you need to give it time. You need to put it in a pace that you will be able to achieve all of them or most of them, but don't put it in a pace that you won't be able to achieve none, because by the time you're starting this one is already starting. When this one is progressing, this one, you know, make it reasonable. Be reasonable as in belief. Number 7, celebrate your wins no matter how little. This is so important and so close to my heart, guys. You need to pamper yourself when you can. It is so important. It's very important that you give yourself some little bit of soft life when you can. So reward yourself and celebrate your wins. You need to be so loud about them. You need to be so loud and unapologetic for celebrating your wins, no matter how little or big they are. You need to sit down and be like, you know what, I did that. I'm so proud of myself because I did that. I wouldn't have done it in J if J, you know. So I put the effort and I did that. So I'm so proud of myself for doing that, because sometimes we do these little things there that we know we wouldn't have done if we didn't put ourselves into them. So now that we were able to put ourselves into them, we need to celebrate it. Am I lying? So please celebrate and reward yourself if you've achieved something. You know, Nane, sometimes I'm so stingy, guys. Sometimes I'm just be like, no, I'm saving, I can't even afford a McDonald's, but then I have money and I'm like, hey guys, if I buy McDonald's, that means I'm not disciplined or whatever. No, it doesn't mean that. You need to spoil yourself, because then you end up being depressed and end up feeling like I've been working and there's no rewards and whatever. I can't even see what I'm working towards. You end up being frustrated. So it is so important for you to give yourself little nyana soft life, you know, to reward yourself, to be like, you know what, I did that. I did that, you know. I worked hard for that and I got it. I saved up for that and I got it. I prepared for that and I passed. I worked so hard for this position and I deserve to buy myself a car. You know, you get what I'm saying? It's my birthday. I'm rewarding myself for turning 22. You get what I'm saying? So, guys, I'm a bunch. So it's very important that you reward yourself no matter how little your wins are. Even if you have been saving for a tattoo and you just got your tattoo, you can reward yourself, got chocolate and be like, yes, girl, you did that. You paid for that tattoo for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's an accomplishment, you know. It's something that you did for yourself. So reward yourself. And number 8, give yourself some space, guys. This is so important, you know. You don't, you know, especially for me, now I'm a person who's always giving myself some space because I love being alone. I enjoy reading my thoughts, but I know for some people it is so different. They always prefer being around people. They want to talk to people. They want to bother people. I'm joking. But please, no matter what you do, no matter how busy you say your week is, please give yourself some space. Give yourself some space. Take a step back and close yourself in your room, lock yourself in a room, and you sit down and you think things through. And just thinking, isn't it okay? No, so this is what I've done. Okay, I'm proud of myself. Okay, today I'm resting, I'm relaxing, I'm not working hard, I'm not pushing it, I'm not doing so and so that you can avoid having these getting sick, guys. You can also get sick from overworking yourself. So you need to give yourself some space. You need to give yourself some space to breathe, some space from people. You need to give yourself some space to sit down and be quiet and just listen to your thoughts. It's very important, because if you don't do that, you end up wanting to do that in the wrong time. You end up zoning out when you're busy in meetings, or you end up fainting, guys. Why you Ganama, because you don't give yourself some space. So it's very important to spoil yourself with some space, you know. Take a walk, go sit at the park and listen to the nice breeze of the park and just, just keep quiet or listen to kids making noise and relax. You owe yourself that. You need to, guys, please go high and do nothing the whole week and then go give yourself some space. You don't deserve it. Space is like those rewards, after working hard, then you give yourself some space. You don't just give yourself some space after doing nothing and you're like, no, I deserve space for ing chom, for ing. Because we're not on spacing, you literally leave go space. I'm joking. And number 9, adjust your attitude towards life, guys. Attitude is very important because attitude can either make or break you. A lot of people don't even believe in that, but I personally do. Your attitude can make or break you. If you have a stank attitude, who's gonna work with you? Who's gonna partner with you? Who's gonna support you? Who's gonna cheer for you? Nobody, because your attitude stank like your I'm joking, it didn't say that loud. But anyways, guys, you need to adjust your attitude towards life. And attitude, I'm not only talking about that stank attitude, I'm now also talking about how you look at life. Be positive. Attitude, work at that positivity, negativity. Do not always be so negative about life. Do not always cry. Do not always sulk. Do not always feel like the world owes you something. Do not always feel like, yeah, no, guys, and I've noticed this a lot in like people who are approaching their 30s, or their 30s or early 30s, approaching 35. Most of them like to cry and be like, no, but I'm now close to 30. I don't have a car. I don't have a good job. I don't have a house. I don't have this. I don't have kids, blah, blah, blah. Guys, you need to just abort that mindset. Forget about it. Do not compare yourself to any other 30-year-old outside. You need to now be like, I'm here now. This is where my life is. How can I make my life better? Crying will not help. Whining will not help. Don't be a needy person. Don't be always like, no. If maybe just like, I just change that attitude and have a nice positive attitude towards life, towards yourself, towards your beautiful life. Life is so beautiful and we all deserve to live life beautifully without comparing ourselves to other people. And what does that mean for you and me? It means we must change the way we look at life. We must be positive. Tell yourself, my time is coming. I am worth it. I deserve it. I'm gonna get it. And then sit down and plan your year ahead. Plan what you must achieve this year. Forget that car that you didn't get. Forget the house that you wanted to have before the age of 25 that you didn't get. Forget that marriage. Some things are coming in your 40s, like bigger things that are gonna even be bigger than people who started receiving things earlier. So do not compare. Do not sit down and be like, but I don't have 1, 2, 3. It's not about what you don't have. It's about the time that you have now. It's not about materialistic things that you didn't achieve. It's about the time that you still have to achieve everything that you set your mind into. I hope I'm preaching enough because I want this to get inside of you, for you to get it, that you deserve better than negativity. You deserve better than to sit down and look down on yourself and be like, but no, wake up. Smell the coffee, smell the roses, Wake up and tell yourself, well, you know what? Okay, fine. Whatever happened, and it's at the back right now. It's me and time. Not you against time. It's you and time working together with time. Even this year, you might not achieve everything that you set your mind, that you will sit down and actually plan after watching this video. But remind yourself that it's not the end of the world. You tried your best. Next year, you sit down, you review 2022, and you be like, okay, I did 1, 2, 3, and I saw how 1, 2, 3 disturbed me, so I'm not gonna let it disturb me again this year. That's what you put at your not-to-do list. Start new habits, and then give yourself at least 5 years to see your new life come through. And I know you might think, 5 years, I don't have time. You have time. You have time. Can I make one last more example? It's like those people be like, I had never studied medicine, bruh. Imagine studying 7 years. 7 years, Kamuka. I can't. And then sit down for 7 years and do nothing until you come back from graduating from medicine and you're a doctor, and they don't have nothing because they stayed for 7 years doing nothing because they didn't want to go to medical school for 7 years because it's a waste of time. You get it. So don't be that kind of a person. Don't tell yourself 5 years is too far, because 5 years is a fear and you will be there. What would you have done with your life? So sit down now, adapt to all these new habits, guys. Watch everything that is positive on YouTube. Watch things that are going to build you and grow you, instead of things that are going to damage your mental state and make you feel like you are behind. If you feel like other people's vlogs are making you stress over your life and stress over the fact that you've never been to Cape Town or any other holiday, then don't watch it. Watch me. Like, you have me to watch, okay? You can just watch me, and then let us progress and make this money and change our lives through work. Not through winning the lotto, through work. Okay, last but not least, allow for flexibility. You know, this point was allow for flexibility, ne? But I want to be like, allow for flexibility and change. Ne? Allow, when you set up your schedule and you set up your timeline and your goals and whatever, don't make it too tight. Ne? Allow, even if life is very spontaneous. Life is so spontaneous, you can't keep up. So make it, even if something comes up, you don't have to change everything. You can just slide it through in, because your timeline is so flexible to the point that you can slide it in, move nyana there, postpone that, and you know what I'm saying. So allow for flexibility. Do not make everything so tight, because that's when you get to stress yourself, because now it's like you must live remotely and you struggle with that, and you struggle with that already. So do not do that. Do you guys realize like about procrastination? And the reason why I didn't do this is because most of us struggle with that. So I want us to start step by step. Step by step. Like, I want us, this year I'm starting the channel got January content. This is what we call January content. Like, month by month by month by month, so that we move together and we achieve together, so that everyone can see, okay, we are here, we fall, we tinted, we pakam, and we are here. So I said I wanted to go deeper on my second point name. So it was just planning your professional year and your personal year separately. So I just want to get deeper when it comes to the benefits of planning your year. Guys, as I mentioned that car story, like, it is so important for you to jot down what you want to achieve in a year and then plan towards it. It is so important for you to plan your month, because with your monthly, that's what we spoke about, the timeline. With your monthly goals, you are able to monitor what you get to achieve within a year. It is important to live a meaningful life, to give your life meaning, and you do that by planning it. Ungaphili nje, just surviving and living and waking up and be like, whatever happens where? Whatever happens where? If you don't plan for 5 distinctions, you won't work towards 5 distinctions, because you didn't plan for it. You just work, and whatever you get, you're okay with it. If you don't work towards building your house this year, you will not build it, because you are not working towards it. You will not make that time if you didn't jot it down that I'm going to do it. How are you going to know, now I must make time for this? So it's so important for you to plan. Even at work, you won't get that promotion if you don't work towards it. And working towards it means planning for it. If you'll just survive, how will you know where you have to improve? Because it's not in your brain, it's not in your mind. That means you won't work towards it. So please do us that favor, work towards it. Plan your life and plan it separately, because then there are some personal goals that are you can't mix promotion and then that's why it's important for you to plan this side personal and plan this side professional. All the best with your 2022 and good luck in planning ahead. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and help me reach my goal without further wasting your time and my time, because we have things to do, both of us, me and you. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, and goodbye.